Hey Jess, thank you so much for
Hi,
coming on.
no worries. Thanks for having me. It's been hard to get a time in, but here we are.
Barry, before we get into why we couldn't schedule your time, let's
Yeah.
start with where it all began for you in the music industry. What made you want to get into it?
Um, I honestly sometimes feel as though I was born into it, not in a family aspect. I just feel like it's always been there naturally. As I got older, I had people approach me about my voice and started gigging, and it all just went from there. But I've always been able to write songs. So since I was younger, I started off with poetry and then I went to, yeah, writing songs. Like the producer that I'm working with at the moment, he's like, you know, we can't actually fit you into a genre because I've got one song that sounds like this and then another that sounds like that. And he said, we can change it if you want to all sound the same, but then that'd take away from the song.
Hmm. And you recently did a collaboration with uh, South Coast rapper Rooks, I believe his name
Brooks,
is. Yes.
yes,
How was
yes.
that?
Yeah, it was great. So him and I actually went to high school together.
Hmm.
Yeah, he just hit me up one day and because we'd always like cushioned each other sort of through high school a little bit with our music. And yeah, hit me up one day and said, "Oh, would you mind doing a song, this song for me?" And I said, "Oh, where am I going to record it?" And so I thought I'll just record it in my bedroom and we'll just see how we go. So when he came out with that song, it's literally me in my bedroom just trying to ask YouTube how to use GarageBand.
You can go as deep as you like, but what's an average day as a life as a paramedic? Like, what's it like for anyone who doesn't know? Because I
um,
don't.
yeah, I don't think anyone does, and I think I don't know. You have a lot of people that have a misconception that we live this like we're dealing with traumatic situations all the time. And then you've got the other end of the scale where people seem to think that, like because the health system is so clogged at the moment and there's so much, people not getting ambulances on time and stuff, they might misinterpret like us ducking in to get a coffee for why aren't you like
Hmm.
on a job right now type thing. But really, like it's just everything is just go, go, go. So, because I have a busier station from the very beginning of my shift, so it's 12-hour shifts, but a lot of
Jeez.
the time we do 13 or 14. But yeah, so that's just how it runs and that's just how it goes. Just you got to accept it. But it's yeah, you go, go, go all day. So sometimes you don't have normal meal times, you don't have normal breaks, you can't book anything like a phone call or anything. You have no idea. So as soon as you get to work, you'll get ready for the day, and then that call that comes in could be something that's really truly awful where you're going to need all your brain power, or it could just be, something simple like grandma's fallen over.
Like, do you have any advice for anyone who wants to get into music but also has a very busy schedule like yourself?
um, I think I would definitely say, actually, no, I have something probably that would help. I'd say I've had to learn to take the perfectionism out of everything. So I like to, I want to be the best at my job and I want to do all these things with music and everything like that. And I find that the more I try and perfect both of them at the same time, the more stressed I get. So if you do have both of them, sure, you can do your best at both of them, that's fine. But don't set unrealistic expectations because it just stresses you out and then you get less done.
Mm.
So if you want to get into music, but you've got this job, like take all the chances that you can get, but just one step at a time, I think is probably the best advice. I had writer's block for a while and then I went through a breakup 6 months ago and bang, open doors. All of these songs just came flying out.
Had your Taylor Swift moment?
I had my absolute Taylor Swift moment. I think I wrote like 8 songs and I thought, oh my God, are these ever going to stop coming out? And now I actually have a bit of writer's block at the present. So
Ooh.
yeah, I must be all healed and ready for a new adventure.
I do have a list of 4 questions that I'd ask everyone. Um,
Okay.
what's your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food. Oh, that's hard. Usually, that's a big generalization. This is like its favorite food. It's not something that I eat the most, but it is my favorite food. It'd be watermelon.
Netflix or Disney Plus?
Oh man, you're killing me with these questions. Oh, I have to say Netflix.
Yeah. I don't know if you game at all or what your setup is like at home, but Xbox or PlayStation?
I have to say I don't game, but I'd have to say PlayStation because I don't know how to use an Xbox.
Last one. What's your biggest conspiracy?
Oh, these questions are so like, oh, let me try and think of one. This is hard because I've heard some doozies where I'm like, maybe. Uh, okay, ocean conspiracies. I they're a vibe for me. I don't really have too many about Earth
Mm.
and what we're all about and all this other stuff. And then like, God and spirituality and all this other stuff. I like to just stay on the fence with everything. And then whatever happens, happens, and I'll just be here doing my thing. But the ocean, I believe that there is so much stuff in there that we haven't seen, crazy stuff.
Complete random question. Will we ever see a Jess Crossman rap?
Oh, look, I actually made up a rap years ago. I could not remember what the words were, but I don't think it was very good.
Before we wrap this up, Jess, do you have anything to say to your ever-going fan base?
I would say, please don't lose faith in me because I'm still here and I'm still working my hardest to get my music off the ground. And I will not let them down either. It's a work in progress. And yeah, the first year has been really hard working such full-time hours, but everything is going to look up. And yeah, thank you so much for supporting me. It's been great. To be honest, the only reason that I do any of all this extra stuff is because if I wanted to play music at home, I can just play music at home.
Mm.
I don't need to share it with the world. It's that it's touched heaps of people, and it's the belief that other people have in me that I actually want to do anything with it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would like to also add that she's out here saving lives and picking up grandmas. Give her a break. I'm sure
Yeah.
we'll see a single in November. I'm holding you to that.
Yeah, do please. It might make me do it.
And to anyone who isn't following you, what do you have to say to them?
I would say you should follow me because a lot of my socials and everything, I am just a complete transparent human being all the time. I'm not an it girl on my Instagram or my socials. I am not even close. I like to just share my experiences as well as a bit of advice. I love to talk to people that like to follow me and, work through hardships together. It's been really helpful. So yeah, if you're not already following me, follow me because you'll one get a laugh at my shit show of a life most of the time, and also you'll hear some great music too.
Yeah. Jess Crossman, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.